Welcome to lesson 3. In this lesson I'll show you about forms, uploads, cookies and sessions. Firstly we'll do forms. This is a form I did earlier and this is what it looks like. So you've got input 1 and input 2, submit and reset. So you can type something in and press reset and it just clears it out. So right now this does nothing, it just reloads the page, and as you can see there's no PHP code, but form action index.php goes to the file here, so we can put in some PHP code, and by defining the name of the text box, which is this, so we've got input 1 and input 2, so we go post input 1, and we can assign this to a variable. I1 equals that. And we can do the same for input 2. As you can see, I1 and I2 get their values from input 1 and input 2. So we can echo I1 and I2. So we can just type in anything and it comes up what we typed in. So now let's just say that I put input 1 and input 2, and I just reload this and it would say input 1 and input 2. If you don't want that to happen, you can use a hidden variable, one of which I'm about to type. Hidden type I mean. So it's hidden, the value is 1 and the name is submitted form. So you can just say submitted form if submitted form equals 1, and that will stop it from happening. Now our only problem is if they press submit, it still displays input 1 and input 2. So in order to deal with this, we can put another if, and if I1 and I2, then echo that. So this means if I1 and I2, the variables exist, that means if something's in them. So see how nothing happens, and it has to be done both at once. So you could do else and just put an error message, and just that. So when they press submit, error message, you can just say whatever you want there. Please input 1 and input 2. Now we can put something like a checkbox in here. So I've just pasted a checkbox. The name is C1 and the value is 1. So I can make checkbox C1. Okay, so if this is submitted, this is checked, for example like now, it will give us the value of 1. So we could just echo checkbox and the checkbox value. So then we just put some values in, and it has that, and it has checkbox 1. And if we just don't put anything in, it has checkbox and it has nothing there because we didn't tick it, and so checkbox is null, so that means you can't output anything. So that's the basics of the forms. It's one of the ways the user can input text or numbers into the system. Now we move on to file uploads. Here you can see it says multi-part, which means this is the file uploading part, and form data. It goes to index2.php, and here we've got a max file size which is hidden, and the value is 40,000 bytes. Mind you, most browsers might not accept this value, so they might be able to upload more than this value, so I will do another check in the PHP code. Here we've got the file, user file, and the file, and it's just the size of the text box and just the regular stuff. And this gives us this page, so you can just browse and select the file. Now we go into the PHP section. Since it goes index 2, and it goes to this, so it just says if there was a file that was uploaded and we move the file, this is the temporary name of the file, and we move it and we call it the real file name. So this is actually going to the where these PHP files are, and once if this is all successful, it says successful upload. So why don't we try it? And it says successful upload. And we can see the file right here, which is the one that we uploaded. So now if we want to upload a file to a different folder, we can just specify it. Save that. Choose another file. Submit. Successful upload. We'll check